Handsken to really try and abuse the fact that the regen just isn't up yet. LGD in the safe lane.
And they can just play with Gush, get the money going again. If they land a good roll, it could be an opportunity.
That's a good roll. Why? Icarus 5 and 5. They're not going to kill him anyway. They just want the damage. Harass. Nah, mate. I don't think it's going to be the easiest game of the world for him. Never fun up against the Tide. When you're playing safe lane Spectre, always very annoying.
Yeah, it's much slower. You have to watch the level spikes for S4 as well, and already seeing that aggression from Handsken is great. As the levels go up, they have more tools to play with. Have to watch for wide level 3 timing. That's the bigger one.
Lane.
What's this?
Limmp, first blood going to occur. NothingToSay, able to pick it up. The orbit, the final seconds, and top lane looks like Faith Beyond's taking a fair bit of damage out. But he'll be fine, and LGD will give the tips over to the puck. Even Faith, who's still running away.
Yeah, it's not something you expect. Again, we've seen Void Spirit work this matchup relatively well against Puck. We've sometimes even seen it win. And NothingToSay is not letting that happen. Limmp is just sort of lagging behind now. One death means he misses out on a couple of creeps. The Puck just gets to build up, has a level advantage now. Makes it harder to contest power runes because Puck will have the illusory aura really much expandable.
Out of position. Trying to punish FNG, but he's going to be the one to get punished now. Nikobaby, they chase him down. That'll be a very nice pickup for the PA. We've seen this before with Phantom Assassin. If you can get a few kills in the laning phase, it will generally really help you escalate to a very fast Battle Fury timing. The kills are going to be somewhat important for Nikobaby, considering they have so much kill potential with the Grimstroke PA. And you know, Faith Beyond is still going to be the king of this off lane with the Centaur.
Yeah, it's a nice pickup to get. You have to watch yourself on the overextension for XinQ. He does have the boots up, but you don't generally want to tempt Faith with Nikobaby. As long as he has the Phantom Strike out, it's going to be really easy to punish. At least it gives XinQ an opportunity to refill NothingToSay's bottle with a TP down mid. So he is going to be topped up and ready to just apply the harassment onto Limmp. Limmp doesn't have his own bottle up. That slightly more regen available for NothingToSay will lead to better trades for him. And Faith Beyond gets some solo EXP. So level 3 spike, retaliate up at level 2. Should take some double edge if you want to really harass out, but it looks like they really just want to maintain a steady lane here.
Bottom lane getting a bit spicy now as for Handsken taking a bit of damage from wide.
Radiant structures are
Fire
fortified.
Spirits. Faith Beyond dropping extremely low. They want to really kill off the Centaur. Nico won't need him. They got the Stroke of Fate from FNG. That's what we were talking about, John. Just keep getting those kills, especially if you can kill off Faith. I really wasn't expecting Faith to die like that on the Centaur, but if Alliance can get it, they should take it.
He oversteps just a little bit, doesn't respect the damage output of the Grimstroke. XinQ too far out to really help. And they're at the point where level 2 in the Shaman does allow you to play with perhaps Shackles and Hoof Stomp, but Faith Beyond did not go for the burst build. Again, he's not going for double edge, did go for retaliate. It's all about just preventing harassment. Does mean you're not getting aggressive or as aggressive as you want. And the line's already off to a smooth start. 1-2 aggression lining up early on. That's exactly what they need to bring out.
Then say they're fighting over those power runes again, but Handsken is able to take the DD, but it may cost him his own life. And he's gone. Why? Able to secure the kill, and even XinQ. Look at the service here from this Shaman. Just runs in, here's a self, Mr. NothingToSay, it just runs back out. You love to see it.
That's the exact kind of support play you want to enable your cores. Limmp does break it, but you already got a lot of value out from yourself, so you have to hold yourself steady. You still have the level advantage here for the Puck, and Limmp just hits 5, but NothingToSay is halfway to the Dream Coil, and that could be a really nice spike for the supports to play with.
XinQ, he's still chasing down FNG. Kind of engagement could go either way. Nico, he'll get started on Faith Beyond. They have the level 2 install. This could be very dangerous. It's going to be a lot of damage out. They do shackle up the Void Spirit, just stopping Limmp from joining in, but it might just be too late. Aether Remnant is going to latch on Nikobaby. He didn't have Faith there for a second, but he will eventually get the kill. Sometimes you just got to believe, and XinQ will even tip him. I respect that.
Yeah, he managed to find a kill. Faith Beyond not having a great time in the top lane. Again, going 0-2 right now. Not much XinQ can do. He already try to hold back as much as possible.
Radiant's
They are
bottom tower
trying
is
to buy
under
out space
attack.
for Ami this way. Forcing that focus, but even Ami's not safe. But
Yeah, speaking of him, he's going to be fine. He did have the stick charges. Without that level 6 on the Tide, you really don't have enough control anyway. Top lane, never mind that, mid lane. On the Void Spirit with the Dream Coil. He is not breaking the leash, however. He's been silenced up though, and they've got the control with XinQ. XinQ will eventually get some revenge there onto Limmp. LGD still looking pretty darn good considering the circumstances. You look at the CS board right now, it is the puck, it is the Spectre at the top. Everything going smoothly as of now.
yeah, I mean, they're kind of counteracting the aggression from Alliance nicely. We're not seeing Handsken and FNG really hook up. I think if they actually committed mid with these two supports, you could probably take down NothingToSay. Again, Inkswell with a roll in is a lot of control as long as you time it right. And you can just get the punishment onto NothingToSay.
Radiant's courier
It's
has
Limmp
been
being
killed.
controlled up, and it is coming at the cost of S4 dying. But I don't think, not S4, but Fate Beyond dying, I don't think it actually matters too much, right? Like, he's still gonna hit this Vanguard timing. Once you have the Vanguard, you can just focus down the tower and try to pick it off. Although NothingToSay is low, but not low enough.
Certainly not, he'll be just fine.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Attempt from Limmp to try and burst the puck down. NothingToSay, he's still going to be pretty low in HP, but it's a puck after all. He'll be just fine. Meanwhile, look at Faith Beyond. Very smart play from him. He goes immediately to where he thinks the stacks are going to be, and this is why he went level 3 Retaliate. He's going to make use of it by taking the stacks away from Nikobaby. Going to be pretty annoying for Alliance. They had no vision watching as well, so they have no idea this has happened. They'll have to find out the hard way.
It's slow going for Faith Beyond, but still steady farm. He's gonna have this level 6 in there, which should lead some saves.
S4Y gets another kill onto Handsken. They have the damage.
Dire's bottom tower
Why?
is under attack.
His 4th kill of the game. He's 4-0-0 now on the Phoenix. The offlane of Alliance now suffering a little bit.
It's down to the fact that they're not rotating FNG. Like, they need Earth Spirit plus Grimstroke to play together with a roll combo. Otherwise, it's still great with the Earth Spirit. Like, you can still land something with a Tide around, but it's not enough.
Save silence. Kings will follow up. Still alright though, XinQ in with the hex to lock him down, but no, Limmp can push them. They're in time. Arme, he's going to commit the horn for this. Not going to lead so much. In fact, XinQ's going to be turned on now. Limmp makes some amazing plays on the Void Spirit, just making sure he finds both kills, and he might even find a third. He's got another 8th Remnant in a couple seconds.
Radiant's top tower
Takes a
is under
guess.
attack.
Doesn't connect. Why? Nice side step to the left.
Yep, good dodges out. Bit of a bait coming out from LGD, getting Keen and a Ravage.
Bot lane, they have found Arme, and they really want that Spectre, but look at the damage from this puck. Arme is going to be able to escape. XinQ gets the kill onto another. They will punish again, and NothingToSay, he will take his time with it. Sweet, sweet time to kill off Handsken. You really want that Spectre dead. Arme is still able to get out thanks to his team.
Yeah, I mean, you're forcing Ame to have slower farm. You are about 500 gold ahead on Nikobaby. It's a very free lane now for that PA, but you're not punishing the Spectre.
Dire's bottom
Blade Mail
tower
is
is
being
under
built up
attack.
by Ame, so it's the standard Blade Mail build that we tend to see nowadays. As long as the timing is quick enough, and as long as their stacks up, this shouldn't be too bad for LGD.
Limmp, he's right in after Y. Don't forget, Y is actually worth quite a bit of gold right now, because he's 4-0. Love to get the snipe from the Phoenix.
Ward spot.
Might have enough damage. Meanwhile, bot lane, S4 again, the Sunray. XinQ and NothingToSay secure the kill on the Tide. S4, 3rd death of the game. Has not been a smooth run for him. Alliance, they're here now, but without your Tide, without the Ravage, are they really going to find a kill? They'll go after the 10-minute bounty, Resident to roll in after the puck. Maybe that's the one they need, but the Phoenix going to dive in now with the egg. They do finally get the puck. The egg should explode and FMG should die, but it's definitely a great trade for Alliance. In fact, they might go back in now after XinQ, but no, they'll leave him be. Instead, it's LGD finding the secondary support. still pretty worthwhile for Alliance, I think, getting the punt kill.
Yep, you need as much as you can get on them. He's slightly behind, nothing to say, so it's always worthwhile taking that puck out. Takes a lot of commitment, but you're seeing the power of Alliance. As long as the two supports play with each other, they've got a lot of control on their hand and they can be aggressive, so they need to apply that aggression, keep running down the side of LGD. The target you really want is Ame. Ame's now number 2 in net worth. Nikobaby still has that lead, but you really don't want the Spectre to be anywhere near that. Just keep her down as much as possible. Nikobaby, though, is very close to the Battle Fury. Claymore left, just about 130 gold, 150 gold off. And once you have that up, the PA will shoot up a lot faster than Spectre, even with a Blade Mail on. So you have to watch that now for LGD. They haven't been really able to commit for a tower except top. Fate Beyond just using that retaliate really well, but Alliance, they are smoked up for a rotation here.
Right towards that top lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
In fact, never mind, they'll hang around mid. They can get a kill or two. Could start pressuring the mid-tier 1 tower. Dream Coil, though, going to be committed onto Nikobaby. They're going to turn right back around Nico. He's going to survive for now. Handsken's in with a big man for time. Limmp now. He's caught the puck out. The Ravage follow-on from S4. That is a great rotation in, but they're not done yet. Horn in from Ame. Base Beyond comes in. Sunray on S4. He is melting. It does die. XinQ with a double. And Ame is still chasing the PA and does get the kill.
Dire's top tower.
It looked like such a great start, but they just didn't have enough. They got the puck, but that was it.
That was a lot of commitment to Ravages along with Ame chasing.
I mean, why not? They've still got the egg jump. Why didn't even need to commit the egg?
That's not good news for Alliance. And look at this. You know, you've got center up front. You can tank the tower, get the heal off with a Sunray. What a beautiful combo. Low effort push coming out for Fate Beyond. Forces out the Fortify. Alliance, they're lagging behind now. 4K lead for LGD. Suddenly, Nikobaby's not on top of form because of that. That has the Battle Fury. It needs to stick in the jungle and stick to the side lanes for farm. As long as Nikobaby gets some farm, you're happy. But you have to be very careful about sacking everyone's farm. Look at Limmp. Look at S4. Their farm is once again bottom of all the cores. And XinQ is again on top of S4. Never what you want to see. Your offlane being behind the opposing pause 4.
Certainly not. Very bad news. That Aether ends up on XinQ, and it makes you feel that much more uncomfortable. So that added cast range, you just never know where the Hex Shackle is going to come from. Q just not even going to bother for a Blink Dagger, he's just going straight into BKB. Wants to be able to just hold someone down with those long duration shackles in the middle of a team fight. When you're thinking about the PA, you're thinking about the Void Spirit, you're able to hold them down for that long with a BKB. It's game winning for LGD.
Yeah, it's ridiculous actually. Like the BKB timing here for Nikobaby might not line up. He is rushing the BKB, so it's a heads up play from him. He knows what he needs to get done on PA, not going for the Deso. And the rest of Alliance needs to still keep playing this space. We need to see these supports play together and keep finding these pickoffs.
Lane, Coil, land, and all being caught out, but there you go. There's your double pass, and the Aether Remnant. But the Stampede is out. They're not giving up. They will still rush forward, and they'll get another. They'll get a cherry on top of the S4 cake. Limmp to die. Handsken just run right past. And now the Ancient Stack's going to be taken. LGD's taking everything away from Alliance.
Yeah, and there's not much Alliance can do about this. They are on top.
It's still there, but this is very useful thinking. They're going to try, but the Hex is out now to Handsken. He's been shackled and he's gone. Meanwhile, Faith Beyond is holding back the rest. And committed Nikobaby needs the way out. It will blink right towards the right. First ball has Ravage will come in, and it's a big Ravage under the T2 tower. They'll get XinQ. Ame, pretty low himself. Nico gonna try, but it may not be a great idea. He goes dive out. He will blur to try and get away. Now Limmp comes in, but nothing to say. Got the PA in the back line. Ame's just fine. Limmp can't finish him. Faith Beyond, he'll stun them up and just run. They just seem so much tankier on LGD's end. Nobody's dying.
No, it's the heals. It's the sustain coming out from Y, the Sun Ray just going off, keeping them alive for a lot longer, and getting some good damage off. The durability here on Fate Beyond up front as well. I mean, he has the Vanguard and Casual Cloak. That's enough to mitigate a lot of damage on the lines, and they're not going burst. Right, the build-up here is still the BKB for Nikobaby. So the durability on Centaur and even the Spectre might be an issue, although Handsken...
Oh, Handsken, he's going to try and roll in onto Arme, but XinQ's right behind him. They have Limmp coming in to move, but it's going to be too late. Handsken has his life forfeited. Unfortunately, Handsken, he did not spot out the Shaman. Was within bot. And bot lane, they found S4 again. LGD very good at this, just being all across the map, ensuring that people are dying in every lane. That's a 9k net worth lead. That is extremely bad news for the Dire.
Yeah, it's a lot of gold now. Like, Ame is only marginally ahead of Nikobaby, but NothingToSay and Fabian are definitely way ahead of Limmp and S4. And it's the same issue now for Alliance. Their pacing is kind of off, the coordination is not quite lining up. And LGD are just abusing that. The moments we see Alliance shine is when they have Handsken and FNG together for the role initiations with maybe a +1 on Limmp. They find kills on Puck, they find kills on maybe the Spectre. But every single time they lose fights, Alliance have this habit of just breaking off, going into the jungle, kind of declumped. But they need to keep playing as Tree or 4. If you don't have Ravage, just play with Limmp instead. But the support duos need to set that pace. And every single time they're just kind of stuck defensively following Nikobaby, you're not finding kill opportunities. LGD, look at them. They're smoked up. They're the ones being aggressive. This is what Alliance need to be doing.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Kind of turtling right now, Alliance, trying to allow
Dire's
Nikobaby to get that
bottom tower
BKB
is under
before they
attack.
go in again. LGD, meanwhile, they get scanned out. That's a very nice scan from Alliance. It's not really going to save that bottom tier 1 tower,
Dire's
but
bottom tower is
probably
under
one of the only
attack.
towers you can afford to let go. Drop the wards and I think you will take care of it.
Dire's bottom tower
Instead, the rest of Alliance looking to invade the Radiant Triangle. They know Arme's around here somewhere.
Under attack. Dire's bottom tower.
Moving in, gets the Yule Scepter, but the TPs are immediate. And they are not confident they can kill it.
No. They couldn't gap close fast enough with S4 for Ravage. Would have been on the edge. He tried it from the high ground. Everyone else was trailing behind. And it's just building up. Ame's just having a really good time. I didn't even notice this, but the level disparity. Limmp is level 10. NothingToSay is 14 on a Void Sprint. That is devastating. You need levels on the guy to really start whacking away. And it's just not there. He matches XinQ. XinQ's level 10 as well.
That's a real problem. It's a very big problem, but I can't necessarily blame the Void Spirit, John. I mean, Limmp wants to fight.
Dire's middle
Every
tower
time they
is under
try,
attack.
though, somebody gets picked off and the gank they're trying to run just doesn't pan out. He spent so much time moving around with his team. He's doing the right thing, but if your teammates are dying around you, Arme, he's gonna walk right in. He's by himself right now. This should be a pretty massive kill for Alliance. Unless he can walk away somehow. Stampede is there, but they lock him down. Still not left down. Just not letting him turn, but he has time. Arme is not going to stick around. Just run. The Ravage is out now. Fate Beyond with the Stampede. Now the turnaround coil will be out onto Limmp, getting the Void Spirit kill. S4 will be the second. Now that's demoralizing. 5 versus 1, and Arme almost got out of that.
It's just the state of the game. This is a Spectre with Mantle style up sub 20.
Nikobaby gonna try and kill off the Shaman. XinQ just gonna try and run away. He will die. Nikobaby gets something. Help him get that Desolator a bit faster. But John,
Yeah.
if they're unable to kill the Spectre in that
Dire's top
scenario,
tower is under attack.
well, they get him in the end. I shouldn't say they were unable. They did kill him. What happens later on?
Oh, it's a nightmare later on. Maybe the natural source of break. Not sure you really want to build like a Silver Edge here if you even want one on hand. Maybe Nikobaby has to build it. Not entirely sure. He does have the BKB up, but the Spectre's such an issue. You had to one-man Ravage on S4, and I appreciate that he did it. because they needed the kill.
We had to.
He had to.
No choice, yeah.
It's such a big target. You commit for it, but now there's no Ravage for a potential Roche. So you're gonna lack the team fight that you put in this pit. And that could mean Aegis going the way of PSG.LGD.
We'll see. Alliance definitely understand they can't let this go. They can delay things with the stroke of spade spam, but the problem is without the Ravage up, they can't really find it now. They're gonna lose FNG, it looks like. Gonna make things that much easier for LGD to move back in. 40 seconds for the Ravage to be up. It's right up time. It's a very slow Roshan. It's only Arme doing it. Everybody else forced to stand outside. S4 gets some vision. Coil out. He will break it immediately, but he's in big trouble. He's really not that tanky on this tide, and now the egg to be dropped. Just in case Alliance want to try and commit for a fight. Well, LGD are right back into the Roshan pit, but there's your buyback from S4. Forcing them back out. Ravage up in 10. They can fight now. Looks like LGD do not want to fight without their egg.
Yeah, it's just pretty badly
Never
timed. But
mind.
he smoke up, actually, huh?
And
Dire's
confident
bottom
Alliance.
tower is under attack.
Work their way in. Nikobaby, he's gone. Ravage, not there in time. S4, he's going to try and fight back with Limmp, but he's been left alone. This might just be a dieback. NothingToSay gets Handsken. S4, he is allowed to walk away. Nikobaby, it was about a second before he was gone.
Jeez. That is so scary. Like, he has a BKB, and couldn't pop it. And apparently this is a thing.
Jump in. Arme, he's got the Aegis. The desperation play there from Limmp to try and steal it away, but Faith is even going to find another now. FNG knock around to give the ink swell over to Limmp. That was actually stunned the button, might make it out,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
but he'll be fine. Of course, LGD, they're not going to mind though. They got the big target, they got the Aegis. They've got everything this game.
Now they force out buybacks. The net worth leads up to 16k now. They've got the Dagon running up and NothingToSay. Roll! Oh, Handsken.
Onto NothingToSay. Silence, roll back into the puck, gush out. Can they kill this puck? They should be able to get him this time. He tries to juke, back the other way. NothingToSay, there's no way he gets out of this. He is out of mana.
No way.
Rift, waiting Rift, they've got him.
Summer night.
I was scared for a second there for Alliance.
That was very on the edge, though. I think that was like right outside a roll, so it kind of searched in the radius, you know? Sometimes it does that. It wasn't actually a direct contact, just on the edge, but gets him a nice kill. It's a bit of a consolation
Dire's
price.
top
You
tower
are giving
is under
space out to
attack.
Omni. He's got the Basher up. This is the point where the Spectre is starting to get really scary, if it wasn't already. Right, level 18 about to be up, level 20 talent not too far off. Alliance, they need to play around this BKB on Nikobaby. You don't necessarily want to force fights with Nico right now, though. At least not until perhaps the Desolator is up and running. You need a Ravage to be up in S4 as well, and he really needs a Blink. So just have the patience for the next 500 gold. Once you have the Blink on the tide, S4 can start to make something happen in the map. Just every single time I see this net worth chart, it kind of gives me a heart attack, because I see S4 and he's tied in with XinQ and Y now. Like, the supports of LGD just have so much more to play with here.
Very tough time for Alliance. You've still got this PA who's, you know, one of the scaling queens, but, you know, then there's a Spectre. You know, who scales better? It's up for debate,
Dire's
but I'd
middle
say
tower
Spectre's
is
pretty
under
scary.
attack.
Smoked up with his team, stampeding. Coil gonna be off the mark. They wanted to live, but they got their hands anyway. They found the Void Spirit. Arme comes in for FNG. They commit the egg. It won't mean much.
Dire's middle
Why
tower
is just
is
doing his
under
job?
attack.
He just presses R. Alliance runs away, and
Dire's
that's it. LGD will get an objective.
Yeah, just easy peasy. You know, drop the wards, not the objectives. You could even have Faith Beyond tank it if he wasn't backing
Dire's
off.
middle tower
And you can
is under
start to set up to just take control of the
Dire's
triangle.
middle tower
Maybe
has
eye the
fallen.
top tier 2 now as well. just continue to clear out the map. Make it hard for Alliance to find that catch-up goal they really need. They do have the Deso up on Nikobaby. So he does have more damage on hand. You just need to find a way to use it. And you still want that blink on S4, which is up. So S4's got the blink. Perhaps you play with Blink Ravage on a smoke. You're going to need to find a good place to fight. And for the most part, LGD doesn't seem like they've been stuck anywhere too tight. Gonna have to really work hard to find a good angle here for S4.
Dagon 3 on nothing to say now. Nikobaby, the way they're locking him down, the Dagon just allows you to burst him before the BKB does get popped. Lions start working towards that basher on this PA. Lane, Limmp has caught out the punk, 8th Remnant. Ooh, it won't actually catch him out. It should eventually after the phase shift, but no, he gets the blink off.
That is very balanced.
Double harm shall I heal?
Well,
Slippery
not to
attack.
say, I believe it's something to do with the tick rate.
Yep. I think Dota's on Turkey Tick, or yeah, I think they're on Turkey
Radiant's
Tick series. So you know,
middle
there's
tower is
like
under
a bit of a window where it just
Dire's
doesn't
top
process them at the
tower
same
is under
time
attack.
and just blink out. So it's just unfortunate. Sometimes it plays in. Still, they're shoving in here, Mike. LGD taking top tier 2. All Alliance can really get is that mid tier 1, which is nice, but it's not an equal trade at all. So LGD just
Radiant's
continuing
middle tower is
to
under
shrink the
attack.
map down,
Dire's
and
top
they might
tower
even have
is
an
under
opportunity to fight if they want to. Hot 7-6.
Dire's top tower has
T1
fallen.
mid to the drop. Oh, and he let it go down, but they're gonna. Oh my goodness!
Good God.
Where did Limmp go? It's just gone. That's unfortunate, John. Nikobaby jumps in, gets the BKB, turns right back around. Nikobaby controlled up. S4, the Ravage was just too late. Down the egg out from Y. Sunray, they just get wiped. Not even close.
Oh.
Y is 9-0 on 15, John. On the position 5 Phoenix.
That is way too much.
Dire's top
XinQ though.
tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Props to him. Fast fingers on the BKB, getting the stun off, and they couldn't burst him. S4 had no damage. It was all on Nico.
Dire's middle
And
tower
he just
is
didn't
under
find
attack.
burst. No lucky crits. And now the high ground. Aegis expired, sure, but doesn't matter anymore for the side of LGD. They've got the Abyssal up on Ame. He's got his level 20 talent. With an Essence Ring, which we haven't even pointed out, but this Essence Ring is just so clutch
Dire's
on
middle
the Spectre.
tower is
It's just
under attack.
ridiculous. They can't
Dire's
handle
middle
it.
tower has
No, they
fallen.
cannot, John. GD.
Dire's
So if they
bottom
play, they're
tower
not going to
is
try and
under
risk
attack.
anything. They don't want to give any openings away to Alliance. Happy to get out. Nothing to say. Looks like they were trying to get the puck, but he's not caught out either. He's just fine. Alliance still looking for that that light at the end of the tunnel. Very dark right now.
That it is. It's about to get really tough as well. Like, nothing to say now with the
Dire's
ceremonial
bottom tower
robe.
is under attack.
So he's dropping magic resist by 10%. If you thought you weren't bursted down last time, pretty sure you're going to be bursted down now on the puck. So gotta watch out for that. Gonna be really tricky to burst down the puck as well. Like, Aeon this cup means that the whole combinations that were killing off
Radiant
Nothing to Say earlier
scanning.
on won't work. They're gonna need to have some follow-up spaced out, and Alliance need to be ready to kind of
Dire's
space out
bottom
their
tower
spells there.
is
Just
under
pop
attack.
that Aeon disc, wait for it to fade, and then try to clean up afterwards. Really get some punishment, maybe on the puck. For the Spectre, I don't even know what you do about that problem. Maybe you just focus on the back line, deal with the Spectre and the Centaur later, because they are so freaking
Dire's
tanky. You just
bottom
don't have
tower
enough
has
damage to
fallen.
recoup.
I mean, Faith Beyond's literally on 3750 HP. Is that a heart he's trying to pick up?
I hope so.
Yeah.
It looks like it. You know what? I would maybe prefer an overwhelming play. Such a bad item. But on Centaur, it's actually decent. You only hear that it's like, yeah, it's okay on Centaur. But hard it is.
Refresher orb now on
Oh,
Y.
man. That's just sick.
They have they killed the egg once? I don't think they have. We go again, smoke, but look at XinQ. Right back in onto Nikobaby. Oh, XinQ. S4, he'll pop the Ravage. Is it too late? The buyback's there, but they can't survive long enough. XinQ! How is he this quick?
That is insane. They just jump in and he's already BKB'd. He gets the shackles off, and then they can't kill him. They don't have the physical without Nikobaby. Now you have the heart off. 4.5k HP for Fate Beyond, Mike. That seems fair.
It does.
Dagon 4 as well.
They're versing two Spectres, John. They're getting retaliated no matter who they hit right now.
It's tough. Alliance, they don't have Ravage. Defense is that much harder here.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
Faith will just take a tier 3 by himself. NothingToSay will eventually come over. The really unfortunate part about that last fight is Nico has to quit the buyback, and there goes FNG. He'll buy back.
Dire's bottom
Been
tower
a
has
very
fallen.
angry click of the button. That'll be enough. They buy back. We'll leave.
Yeah, just cold, calculated plays here from LGD, not overextending, not giving any opportunities out. Alliance 35k behind, Mike. 37 to 11. DotA Plus pegging it at 99% the side of LGD. Alliance have to big hill to climb up against. And there's a Roshan out now. Look, Fate Beyond can actually solo it if he wants.
He can literally solo with the retaliate. That's concerning. They're actually going to let him solo as well. No, here we go. Amazing. NothingToSay gets a dieback on FNG top lane by himself
Oh, that is too
against
good.
4 heroes.
Roshan has fallen to the radiant.
Yep. And Aegis and Cheese now on Ame. Yeah, you can't deal with 2 lives of Spectre right now. You just can't. By the way, Dagon 5 all done on NothingToSay. Love to see it. Very rare you get to that point, but he's also saving up for the E-Blade just to ensure that he really does burst every single hero there.
Yeah, I don't think he needs it, but why not, right? Never enough damage.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
S4.
Bottom barracks are under attack.
Is that really a time to die? It was. Here we go. Limp's gonna try. The buyback is there from S4. They're gonna come in. But the Psalms is down. He can't Ravage yet. He needs to try and kite around. But Handsken, Limmp, Nikobaby, they're all dead. The GG's call.
Dire's middle tower
Complete domination. An ultra kill ending for LGD. Alliance. Just, they don't get any easier.
Really doesn't. It's a tough time for Alliance, and this puts them in a very, very awkward quandary, Mike.